Good morning. So I'm here to show you what's new in the garden. So I've got my favorite flowers, portulacas. That color, these are like a darker pink, and I think these might be pink too. The poppies and the sweet pea flowers are popping up everywhere. And here there's two varieties. These and those. I'm waiting for them to get tall enough so I could start putting them up there. The ones I planted in here are coming up too. And my marigold didn't make it. I gotta take that out. And this guy, the pill bugs have been eating the flowers. Look at a pill bug right there. I can't stand these things. This is my Cubanelle pepper. And it has little flowers to be, which will then turn into peppers. This is my jalapeno. It's still not doing much. And then my hot cherry pepper has lots of flowers. This, I think, is a sweet pea flower. That's a sweet pea flower. And that's a sweet pea flower. I put one in each pot. This is the milkweed that used to grow in that yard before they cemented it up. And so all throughout here is all the milkweed that I left. The milkweed that was growing in the garden, I've been pulling them. Those I have to pull. This one I might leave because it's already got the flowers to be, but it also has aphids. So maybe I could just get rid of the leaf. Alright, so my tomatoes. All the tomatoes that I planted from seed came up, and I put them in these felt pots that my friend gave me last year. See, I knew it. The bugs ate the tomato that was here. And this is the remnants. So this tomato survived. Hopefully they don't get it as well. I don't know the variety. These seeds came from a pack that had 7 different variety of cherry tomatoes in them. And so this is one of those varieties. I have no idea which ones they are. These are 2 more that came up in the same area. So I'm assuming it might be the same variety of tomato, but it might not be, because sometimes when you plant seeds in the dirt, they move around down there. And so who knows what they are. This guy has 1 only. This was the first one that came out. And then this seed sprouted. I don't know what it is, but I'm going to leave it in there. This pot has 3 seedlings because they were all in the same area. So again, I figured they were the same variety. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 varieties. And then there's 1 more in that green pot to make 5. This one, or the seeds I planted in this one, I can't remember which one, but I feel like one of the varieties that was in the mixed pack was also, I also had like that variety seeds on its own. So that's one of them. So there's like 1 variety that didn't sprout, and which one it is, I have no idea. In either there or there, I planted the Atomic grape tomatoes that I planted last year, but they haven't come up yet. So these are my eggplants. And then back here I planted the sweet pea flowers, and those are all coming up. I figured they could grow up this gate. And in there and the other 2 square pots, rectangle pots, there's sweet peas to go growing up that way. Alright, my cherry tomato. Look at that thing. So this is it, and it's got its first cluster of flowers. So this is going to be a big cluster of tomatoes, and then there's another little guy right there. So what I did yesterday was I was inspecting for aphids. What I did yesterday was I removed all the leaves that were down here, all the stems that were down here. I took them out, and I'm gonna take this one out as well, right here, right now. And I did that so that none of these little things, or like the little suckers that come up, so that the plant will not put the energy into this, and instead will put the energy into the fruit, thus giving me more fruit throughout the summer. I did the same thing to this guy. This is the grape tomato. I took the lower leaves off. I could take these off too. And I'm gonna just leave them in the pot. Let the pill bugs eat that instead. Put a marigold in here along with this. This is the black swan poppy flowers. This is a serrano pepper. That is another serrano pepper that has a lot going on. I didn't remove any of the lower leaves for the peppers though. I let the peppers rock. This one over here is a habanero. This is my sugar baby watermelon with the trellis. And then this thing for when it gets taller. What else? This pepper, caramba. I think this is a jalapeno pepper as well. I could be wrong. This one is a cubanelle. The lilies have these guys, and these are the buds, the flower buds to be. My hostas are gonna bloom soon. More sweet pea flowers that I took out of the pots. They were growing in here, like that one, but I just left that one in there, and I put them all together in a line. It's not gonna stay here because they're gonna need to climb on something. So I'll put them up against somewhere. My mint is everywhere. The oregano, this is what the pineapple sage is looking like now. And the lemon balm looks crazy after the big harvest. All my Sweet Williams flowers. My kuka melons. And 2 more sweet pea flowers. More poppies. Cucumbers. Lemon cucumber. Oh shit, look at that. These mushrooms have been popping up everywhere. They're called, and my friend told me, Phallus recundus, and it's crazy. They call it stinkhorn. I'm smelling it. It kind of stinks, but not really. I wonder if it's toxic. Should I even be touching it? Oh God. Lemon cucumber. Lemon cucumber. Another Chicago pickling. In here I planted flowers, but nothing's happened yet. These are the sweet pea flowers that I planted for my friend's husband. Black Beauty zucchinis, Carolina Reaper, that's the other tomato seedling in there. This is Anaheim peppers. And these short guys are California poppies. They're orange, the flowers. And this, and this are Cosmos flowers that came back up from seed from last year. And I wasn't gonna do green beans, but here we are. And a tomato came up. Oh look, another green bean is coming up. And then the tomatoes, like I said, here and here, nothing has come up yet. And at this point, I don't think they will. I trimmed some of these lamb's ears. I trimmed it here and here and here because they were just too tall. The forget-me-nots are flowering. This was from last year. These are more poppies. And then I thought that these seeds might be like the moonflower ones, but they're not. I think that these might be zinnias that I grew last year. And there's still no sign of the okra. I don't know if that's an okra or not, but I planted okra all throughout. And I don't really see any. Oh wait, over here, hold on. I gotta get in the raised bed. I see something coming up there. You see it? Hold on. And the bugs are eating it. What is this? What is that? I don't know, but I'm putting it back in because I think that's something. Alright. My lupin flowers fell, and these are the seed pods. So I'm gonna just leave that there and let it do what it needs to do. Almost fell. I don't think it's gonna do much this year, as well as any of these things. Some petunias, a marigold. I just want to say that I can't stand how this looks. It just looks so messy. These guys, the forget-me-nots, are so tall that what ended up happening was they leaned over and then started growing back up. So there's like that whole little patch there that just looks terrible. And then these, at this point, I'm not sure if these are actually sunflowers or if they're zinnias or if it's just a fucking weed. But I'm gonna wait and see. And then there's like a bunch of morning glory little seedlings coming up there, and there's some there, but the leaves look so big on those that I feel like that might be the moonflower, because I know I planted some of them around here too, so I just don't know. So I don't want to pull anything without knowing. This is another sweet pea flower. My creeping Jenny's looking great. And then the ivy looks so nice. And in the middle are the roses. This here is a hot cherry pepper. And this is a dwarf variety of sweet pea flower. This area needs to be cleaned. I got a bunch of empty pots and sticks and shit. And then in here is the strawberry, which I plucked out the strawberry that was on this side and brought it to my aunt last week. I believe it was on Monday. And now this is the next one, but I have to help it. One of the lamb's ears leaves and put it there so the strawberry could rest on top, because it was on the ground. Oh boy. This one too. Just stay put, guys. Alright, so that's where they are. And we'll see. But yeah, this one had like 4 and only one of them matured. So the other ones, I just cut them off. Uh-oh, a runner. We got our first runner. See this? This is the beginnings of a new strawberry plant. So I'm gonna take this guy and like try to put it behind. So I took the runner and I put it here. And then it'll grow roots and that'll be a whole new plant. One last look. This right here looks really nice at nighttime when the lights are on. Oh, that's a pile of grass that I plucked from in there. And I still have all the dry grass to pull out. Let's look at this mushroom one more time. Bizarre. It's crispy. This is like the fourth one, but this is the biggest one that I found. It smells like fruity, like a light fruity scent. I wouldn't even say that it stinks. It just smells, I don't know, light fruity. Let me get another whiff. Light fruity on the verge of going bad. That's what this smells like. I'm gonna leave it here for the bugs because they ate all the other ones. That's a remnant of a one that dried out. They grow in mulch, so that explains that. Goodbye.